Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Corner 70.
Now Milton. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a nice run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper rally and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here in this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Turn this TV off. Ain't want my type activity, so don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Ready? 70. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll get this one out to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Delta, home trips right. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Give here to Hampton. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their 1st one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And A whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Raiders have 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing is Milton. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Milton. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 31 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14. Chargers nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Genty. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Milton. Now he'll tuck it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Come on. Cougar 19. Go.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Milton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 28 yards. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-10.
Chargers, nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't you practice in that color jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
3rd down and 6. Now it's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Street, street. Go street. Motion. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
60 Maverick, 19 Lions. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. possession. Milton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
From the gun on third down, Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw again. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the left side where he's got balance. He's putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
Raiders, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18 Cardinal. Motion. Rig alert. Ready, right?
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
13 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Deputy Lion. Ready?
Now Milton. Completes it right side to Cooper. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Get it. Viking 18. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Milton now to throw. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Raiders 28, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And got his man complete. And he'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert throwing again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
And it's third down.
Herbert. And Herbert, his third interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
To throw, it's Milton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Scott. And he's out right at the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Vegas first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw is Milton. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
No. Ready.
On the give, Genty. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A final shot before break. Milton. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cut 19, cut 19. Warriors 70.
Go, go, go.
Throwing is Milton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
In motion right comes Allen. Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's now at 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like the case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Set. Wide in. Wide in. Hut. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert it on 3rd.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert going to change the play here. This one finds McConkey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chargers.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Herbert off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Herbert. That's to Amarian Hampton out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Milton. They'll get this out to Genty. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Scott, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers, nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
59, 380. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Say, hey! Hawk, set 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Here's Milton. Pass right side caught by Thornton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10
Now Milton.
31-yard line.
And he finds Austin complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Milton now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a quick flip out to Cooper. Complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the
He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards out.
Touchdown! Calvin Austin from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chargers nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set. Ready.
Here's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And all for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 52 yards. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Cameron Dicker.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
42, Chargers 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we're going to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion. But Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Dragon 60.
To throw is Milton. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Crackle 80.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you're going to take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is a rocket put in by Cooper, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back, 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chargers 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. In fact, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting to move.
First down. First and goal, Chargers.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Lad McConkey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Cameron Dicker.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49. Chargers 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Raiders
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 65 yards. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Aubrey good with the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to McConkey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Fighting his way through contact. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi. Whatever the case is, CD, this ball game is pretty much run on the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
16 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one was over a long time ago.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's here.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing is Milton.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one is right down the middle.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
80, black 80, black.
Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this play a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got a huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Raiders, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.